everyone, I'm Chris LaFont, and this is Movie Time with Chris. The channel devoted specifically to movies, movie trailer reactions, movie reviews, movie birthdays, with a few other special videos along the way. Now hey, if that sounds like something that you're into, if you love the trailer reactions, if you want the movie reviews before you check it out at the theater, or hey, if you just love movies, subscribe to this channel. You're going to get all of that great content and then some. I know I'm a day late and I did miss 2 weeks because I was really sick, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to celebrate some birthdays of movies that came out this past week. Well, in history, you know what I mean. So let's jump right into it. Celebrating their 5th birthday this week, we have Elysium, Disney's Planes, Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters, and We Are the Millers. Now, sorry. I've only seen 50% of these movies. Disney's Planes, directed by Clay Hall. I did not see this one. I never saw Cars either. There just wasn't really anything to pull me in, to draw me to it. So, I know the basis, the crop dusting plane, afraid of heights, takes part in a round the world race. Seems like, a bunch of other things that they've had, like, oh my god, I just drew a blank. Turbo, that we talked about recently. A snail that wants to race, and didn't interest me, didn't check it out. So, I'm sorry. Don't have really much to report on that one. Also, Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters, starring Logan Lerman, Brandon T. Jackson. It was directed by Thor Freudenthal, who directed Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I didn't check this one out either. I saw probably about 90 to 95% of Percy Jackson, the first one, and to me it was all right. It was kind of like the vampire's assistant. It was a movie, but it didn't do anything for me. It didn't make me want to see it again. So with that, I never saw the full movie in its entirety, and I didn't check out the second one. So didn't see those, but let's talk about the ones I did see. Elysium. This one was directed by Neil Blomkamp, who did District 9 and Chappie. It stars Matt Damon and Jodie Foster, and it's basically a movie about, the wealthy have their own kind of high society, literally up in the air, where, if they get sick, they can lay in these chambers that will, heal them, and they're living the good life because they're wealthy. Whereas, the poor are stuck here on Earth working and struggling and fighting, and so, ultimately it's about people trying to get up there, and it was an okay movie. I didn't get all excited about it. Kind of the same way with Chappie. I saw Chappie, and it was all right. Didn't do anything for me. Could have been a lot better. Even with District 9, people talk about how great District 9 was. I saw it one time. That was more than enough for me. So, maybe it's just his movies that I'm just not a fan of. But I saw it once. More than enough. I'm good. And last, for the 5-year-olds, we have We Are the Millers, directed by Rawson Marshall Thurber, who did Dodgeball, who did Central Intelligence, who directed Skyscraper that just came out. This one stars Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, and what a funny movie. Oh my god. The trailer had me cracking up when the kid's there and he's singing Waterfall by TLC. Man, and just so many things in the movie are just great. They're funny, they're quotable. You know, the kid who has the tattoo, no regerts or whatever, rejerks, I don't know. It's all misspelled. You know, he's like, no, I'm saying, actually, I do know what you're saying because you're right there and you're speaking English. It's just, it's great. Definitely enjoyed this movie. I think I saw it like 3 times in the theater, actually. It's very funny, very enjoyable. Like I said, very quotable. Best movie celebrating its 5th birthday this week. So moving on, moving on. 10 years this week, the 10-year-olds. We have Pineapple Express and Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. So we're going to start with Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2, directed by Sana Hamri. I probably butchered that. And this movie, you know, when it came out, I was working in the theater, and I was working in box office in the theater. And for me, going to see a movie was essential to my job because I could then give customers, you know, my opinions on what I thought about it. So I did see this movie in the theater. I cannot remember anything about this movie, but I know that I saw it. So that's the kind of effect that this movie had on me. This week is just full of movies that really didn't do much for me. But I saw it in the theater. I know it was all right. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't memorable either. But hey, if you like it, good for you. It wasn't my cup of tea. Speaking of not my cup of tea, also celebrating its 10th birthday, Pineapple Express. Okay, this is a movie that I did go see when I was working at the theater, and I walked out. I didn't pay to see the movie, and I still walked out of the movie. Wanted a refund of my time that was wasted. This movie I did not enjoy one bit. And I've given it another chance. I have seen it quite recently, actually. Sat down, wanted to see it. It's in its entirety. Still don't like it. But hey, again, these are all just my opinion. So if you like it, I know a lot of people that like it. My girlfriend loves it. It's just not for me. So we're going to move on. Celebrating their 15th birthday this week, the teenagers, we have Freaky Friday and SWAT. Freaky Friday, directed by Mark Waters, who also did Ghost of Girlfriend Past with Matthew McConaughey. I mean, whew. Yeah. You know, it stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan. This one is a remake, and it's very enjoyable. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis is a great actress. Lindsay Lohan was big at the time, and this movie, you know, I saw it quite a few times. When it's on TV, I watch it. I like it. It kind of reminds me of, oh my God, I forgot the name of the movie, so we're going to forget that I even mentioned anything else. But there's another movie that's like that, where, you know, the parent and the child swap places. And just to see how they, you know, react in things. It's a lot of fun to watch it and then imagine yourself in that position. Like, man, if I was to switch places with, you know, a child, how would I do things? What would I do different? Kind of if I knew then what I know now, but I do, Uh, Enjoyable movie. And also, SWAT, directed by Clark Johnston, who really did a lot of just TV series, TV episodes, TV shorts, things like that. This one stars Samuel L. Jackson, Colin Farrell, and it's based on the TV show of the same title. I really enjoy this movie. Um, Even though it does have a certain actor in the movie that I was a big fan of, met the person, stopped being a fan of theirs, but hey, this movie, very good. Very, very good. The whole concept of, the whole like slogan of the movie, even the cops have to dial 911. Like, these are the guys you call when you really have no one else to call. Um, they're kind of the elite. They're the Navy SEALs of police, and to see the missions they go on, the training they have to go through, all of that. It was very enjoyable, a very good cast. The whole concept of, the guy's going to give $100 million to whoever sets him free. And some of these cops that are, not making a lot of money but putting their lives on the line, they got to jump on it. So it's very good. Very, very good movie. Enjoyable. You watch it, it's the kind of movie that, man, makes you want to run out and, sign up to be a cop so that eventually you could be part of the SWAT. But again, my opinion, my thoughts. So, let's try to wrap this up in under 15 minutes. Celebrating its 20th birthday, the adult this week, we have Halloween H2O, directed by Steve Miner, who did Warlock, Friday the 13th Part 2. This one stars Jamie Lee Curtis and Josh Hartnett, and it takes place 20 years after the original, where, Michael is still coming after Jamie Lee Curtis. She's changed her name, but she's still Laurie Strode, and he comes after her, and, it's just, it was good. It was enjoyable. At the end, you think that she finally kills Michael, but the fact that now they're making this new Halloween, it's supposed to erase that. Because again, this new one is supposed to be a direct sequel to the original. So Halloween H2O basically is not going to be part of the Halloween storyline anymore, I guess. But it's still an enjoyable movie. A lot of people like it. I like it. It was a great movie to come out at the time. It kind of closed the book on it, but they decided to keep the book going. And so now we'll see what happens when the new one comes out. But hey, these are all just my thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think about these movies in the comment section below. As always, you can find me on Instagram, Movie Time with Chris, where you're going to see the little snippets and pictures of things I've already uploaded, things I'm working on. And hey, check that out. If you like the Instagram, come back to the channel and subscribe. You're going to get all of that great content and then some. And I say and then some because, as I've liked to say, I'm here for you. So if there's ever a question that you have, a topic you want to hear about, a video you want to see, email me, movietimewithchris@gmail.com. I'm going to check that email multiple times a day. I will not miss your message, and I can guarantee that the question you have, the video you want to see, the topic you want to hear about will appear on a future video on this channel. And I can guarantee that because I've already done it with a movie review of Fifth Element, my top 10 heist films. And later on today, I'm going to be uploading some videos that people have requested. So shoot me an email, let me know what you want to see, and I'll give it to you. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, share the video with your friends, please subscribe, and until next time, take care.